Mega Dream EX has been released about 10 days ago on the 20th of November, and my friends, it is a very beautiful set. It is also a very big set because the base cards are 193 cards to collect, and then we are not even talking about the secrets. So it is extremely big, but there is another twist that you need to know. There are also reverse hollows. Yeah, we don't see that very often on the Japanese side, but there are variations of almost each card. So if you are planning to master this set, prepare yourself. This is going to be extremely, and trust me, extremely difficult. First of all, let's take a close look at what the cards are. So you have here the example cards 1 and so on, but the variations, that's now an interesting thing. If you take a close look here, you see here Yanma card 002. You have here reverse hollow with then the leaf sign, and you have another reverse hollow. I don't have an idea what this sign is, but perhaps someone can enlighten me in the comments. But here you can see that there are variations, and you have here card number 4 also has 2 variations, card number 5 2 variations. You get the picture. It is a very big set. The variations alone are 236 cards, and then the main set, including the secrets, is 250 cards. If you add that up, my friends, you almost have 500 different cards to collect, which is extremely big. Yeah, it is going to be very exciting, and also the sealed product for the moment, prices are going in average between 110 and 115 euros for a booster box. There are stores like we were able to provide it to you for 107.95 cents, but there are also stores asking even more than 120 euros. Do some research before you buy. One other thing which is very important, later this week, in the second part of this week, there is already a reprint, which means 2 weeks after the release, there is already a reprint in Japan. No idea yet how big this will be, how the price changes will be, but expectations are that sealed product prices will come down. Will we see these booster boxes go below 100 euros? I hope so, because there are still some cards that I want to collect. Talking about prices, my friends, let's now take a closer look at the chase cards and what the current market prices are. So first of all, main chase card is Mega Gengar. You would think Mega Dragonite. No, my friends. Gengar rules the world. Well, rules the set, let's say it like that. So Mega Gengar, 31 copies available on card market, starting from $3.95. This is an Italian seller, but if you then look closely, it is climbing quickly to 450 and even 500 euros. I also need to mention, quality on the cards is not always near mint. Sometimes there are small scratches. Production is not perfect. And one thing that is also very important to mention, censoring seems to be a big problem. So PSA 10s, back at black labels, it will become a bit more difficult, which will also have an effect on the prices. Take that into account. Second card, Mega Ultra Rare, Mega Dragonite. Only 12 copies available. So you know what that means, my friends. Either very difficult pull rates. Yeah, okay, we know the very difficult pull rates. And people are perhaps keeping those cards for grading. Could be. But only 12 copies starting from 300 euros, which is a seller here in Germany. And it is climbing quickly to 400 and so on. Yeah, prices are rising quickly because there are only 12 cards available. What do we have? Of course, SAR Mega Dragonite, place number 3, only 18 cards available as well, also very low population. And if we then look closely here, starting at 183, also an Italian seller, and yeah, so rising quickly to 200 euros. What else do we got? Pikachu. Oh, my god, you are people that are loving it and you are people that are hating it. Okay, you have 2 big camps in this, so yeah, not everybody is a fan. I personally, I would like to have the card in my hand before I judge, because sometimes we are judging a bit too quickly on just the picture. You gotta see what the card actually looks like, because this is now, it's not even a good picture. You cannot deny that. So only 14 cards available, starting at a price of 165 and also climbing quickly to 200 euros. What else do we got? Team Rocket's Mewtwo EX. Also, this is going to be a very popular card as well. Only 10 copies available and starting at 110 and climbing quickly to 150 and above. ENS Zoraorg EX. Only 19 copies available, starting at 74 and climbing towards that 90 euros. What else? Moni's Grimsnarl EX, 22 copies available, starting at 53 euros, but this is a UK seller, so that means import charges and taxes on top of that. Do not buy if you're from Europe, because that will cost you more. You are better off buying from another seller, especially if you see the price difference here. You might be better off. So yeah, also not a lot available and climbing quickly to that 70 euros. Iono's Bellibolt, also a great card. Had this one in my hand yesterday during the live stream. It's a beauty. 24 cards available on Card Market, starting at around 53 euros, climbing quickly to 65, 70 euros. Canary, the SAR, 23 cards available and starting from a price around 46 euros, climbing quickly to 60 euros. Iris Fighting Spirit, doesn't ring a bell, Iris, I don't know, yeah, more into I've more heard the other names than Iris, but okay, it is apparently in the top 10, 21 cards available, starting at around 40 euros, climbing quickly to 50, 55, okay. And then afterwards, we have place number 11, which is strange. I don't understand why this card is on place number 11. Inferno X. Yeah, Mega Charizard X EX. So starting at 40 euros, climbing quickly to 50 and above. Great card, my friends. Great card. I had this card 2 times, and also this is the same card that you find in the UPC, the Mega Charizard X EX UPC on the English side. That card is of course for the moment going for a higher price, but those prices will come down as well, because those UPCs are printed to the ground. And this one, the Japanese card, is also a beautiful one. I would like to have the English and the Japanese. Both of them, yeah, they complement each other. Let's say it like that. Let's say it like that. What else do we got? Mega Gengar EX, of course, also a beautiful card. This is now then the Mega Attack Rare variant, yeah? Starting off at around 30 euros, climbing quickly to 40. This is one of my favorites. I unfortunately did not manage to pull this. Oh, I would love this card. I'm waiting until it comes down a little bit. 40 copies available, starting from 13 euros. And yeah, it takes a while before it climbs to 20 euros. So for the moment, it is not expensive, but it will go down under that 10 euros. But I can expect that in the future, perhaps, this card will go up. And I can also see that perhaps if this is turning into a PSA 10, it could have a certain value. It is a beautiful card, especially if you place that next to Misty's Psyduck that we had in the past. This is a nice addition to that. And then, of course, a final Team Rockets card to wrap up. Team Rockets Mimikyu, starting off at 5 euros and climbing to 9. There are some Team Rocket cards in the set. Some people say, why weren't they included in the Glory of Team Rocket? Well, yeah, they kept some for the high class set. It is also to make it a bit more popular. Glory of Team Rocket is also a great set of the year. And Mega Dream EX is fighting for that first place as well, my friends. Who is going to win? Going to be a very close call, I think. What other interesting news do you need to know? Prices for the single cards have been adjusting daily. Prices are coming down the more the product has been opened. As I also mentioned in the beginning of the video, reprints are already on their way. So this means there is a ton of product that is on the market and is coming on the market additionally. So if you can wait it out, wait until January. Prices will go a bit calmer then, and perhaps sealed product and single cards have stabilized by then. Do not forget, between Christmas and New Year in Japan, the shipping companies go for a winter sleep. They close completely, no shipments from Japan to Europe or the United States. So that means the market will get time to settle. Yeah. That gives you also some time to do some analysis of the information about the prices and also to think about what you are willing to pay for a card or for a sealed booster box. And I'm mentioning sealed booster box because you also have the opportunity to buy booster boxes which are not sealed without a shrink. I recommend against that. Yeah, these boxes, first of all, they can be weighed. We know that these booster boxes can be weighed. Second of all, without a shrink, those Japanese sellers, they could open that, they could manipulate that without you ever noticing it. I recommend against it. I even recommend against buying individual booster boxes in Japan. We always buy sealed cases because of the possibility of tampering with the booster boxes, because they can be weighed and all those things. Just be careful when you are dealing with such a difficult and important set like Mega Dream EX or Terrestrial Festival. When there are God packs involved and things like that, it can be tricky. Talking about God packs, so in the previous video, I had the luck of pulling 2 God packs. Now people have been asking me the questions, okay, what was the value? Was it worthwhile? Not at all, my friends, not at all. Yeah, so with the value of 1 God pack, I was not even close to the value of, like, say, the Mega Gengar EX. Not even close. I would have personally preferred 1 God pack to have the feeling, to know how it feels to open a God pack and go, oh, what the? Yeah. And then secondly, had perhaps a Psyduck or the Mega Gengar or the Mega Ultra Rare Gold card Dragonite. I would have preferred that, because the value of the God pack was between 250 and 300 euros at the time of opening, my friends. The single cards have already come down. It's now between 200 and 250 euros. If you now see the value of the Gengar card, the Mega Gengar X card, that's a big difference. So I hope you see my point, because some people have been saying, I want a God pack. No man, you need that Gengar, you need that gold card. You don't need a God pack. Okay, you gotta have a God pack once in your life. Trust me on that. I'm good for a couple of years now. I don't need any new God packs. Well, perhaps from Terrestrial Festival. Those evolutions, goddammit. Or prismatic evolutions. Oh, that would be so great. But if you compare those God packs with the God packs here in Mega Dream, those evolutions are worth a ton more. That goes for what? 2,000-3,000 euros for prismatic evolutions? Mega Dream EX doesn't even come close. We will now need to see what will happen with Ascended Heroes next year, but we already know that's going to be a shit show. I do not recommend buying before the ETBs come out in February. Don't touch that set in January. You're going to pay 15 to 20 euros a booster pack. Don't do it. But okay, my friends, I hope you liked the video. It was a bit informative. We went through the cards. We are now 10 days after the release. It's always interesting in taking a look where the set is at this moment. What are the expectations? And it's also very important that you already know now that reprint is already on its way. Those Japanese people, they are crazy, but they are doing a very nice job. Because on the English side, they can learn a thing or two from that. Because we need to wait months for sealed product being reprinted. Months. In Japan, it's a matter of 2 weeks and product is already there. If you like the video, you know what to do. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell. And by the way, if you want to know what God packs I pulled with Mega Dream EX, then look at that video, my friends. There you can take a close look at the 2 God packs that I pulled. And I'm out.